Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ogbanje Joseph. Please subscribe to this channel, share, like, as well as drop a comment on the comment section. So, our lecture today is titled um, The Causes and Blessings of Multinational Corporations in Third World Countries. you know, Causes and blessings of multinational corporations in third world countries. Now, multinational corporations is a giant private business firm or company with its headquarters in the parent country and subsidiaries operating in more than one state. Multinational corporations means ownership of manufacturing plants, and resource extraction, processing operations, supply of services, retail, wholesale, banking, telecommunications, and so on. According to Aja Akuraja, multinational corporations carry out business activities across national boundaries. They have become economic Goliath. Multinational corporations are extremely powerful and influential as they possess resources far in excess of most of the members of the United Nations. Now, let us look at multinational corporations as blessings to third world countries. Multinational corporations as blessings to third world countries. So why is there an argument that multinational corporation is a blessing to the third world countries? Number one is that is job creation. Number one is job creation. Now, multinational corporations have been known to have created considerable job opportunities in third world countries. In Nigeria, for example, there is little or no contention that the multinational corporations, particularly those in the oil sector, have employed both skilled and unskilled Nigerian laborers. Okay, so to that extent, there is actually that multinational corporations are a blessing, to third world countries or to Nigeria, as the case may be. Number two is technology transfer. Multinational corporations have over the years transferred technology to the third world countries. Now, it has been argued that multinational corporations, by virtue of job creations, have invariably trained and occasionally transferred technology, to their host countries. Okay, number three, economic development. Economic development. Now, economic development takes off when large ventures like the multinational corporations start operating in such countries. Now, their activities in their host countries lead to the increase in the GDP of the host countries. Now, there are also cases where multinational corporations have reinstated abandoned projects. For instance, in Nigeria, several roads have been completed by multinational corporations. Okay, now let us look at number four. What is number four? Number four is social and welfare services. Social and welfare services. Now, multinational corporations over the years have built schools, hospitals, pipe-borne water, and access roads in local communities of their operations. The oil companies in Nigeria, for example, have provided educational scholarships, to many Nigerians, especially in science-related areas. Okay. Number five, foreign direct investment (FDI). Multinational corporations are engines of attracting foreign direct investment into their host countries. Now, FDI, into their host countries. Now, foreign direct investment into their host countries mean, capital inflow into the country. Okay, so that is actually, one of the ways in which multinational corporations are a blessing, to their host country. Number five, they facilitate leadership training. They facilitate leadership training. Now, this also means that multinational corporations are involved in human capital development. Now, they give a systematically ordered training to their staff such that when they are no longer with the companies, they can come back to the society and become useful to themselves. Research has proven that most former staff of multinational corporations, do better in leadership positions than those who have not had experience with multinational corporations. Okay, so those are the ways in which multinational corporations can be a blessing to their host countries. Now, let us look at the ways in which multinational corporations can be a curse to their countries, to their host countries. The ways in which multinational corporations can be a curse to their host countries. Now, what are those ways? The following are the ways in which multinational corporations, can be an agent of underdevelopment in their host countries. Number one, technology transfer. Now, the argument here is that the technology transferred to the host countries in the third world are usually with problems of being too old, or they are fairly used technology. Okay, and in such a way, okay, such kind of technology, before they are maintained, before they are repaired, before they are used, they still need the technicalities or the expertise of the foreigners that actually hitherto, brought them into the country. To that extent, you cannot say that such technology has been successfully transferred. That's number one. Then number two, environmental pollution. Now, pollution is a health hazard. It can take the form of industrial sewage, spillage, toxic waste, and gaseous effect. For instance, if we take the activities of multinational corporations in Nigeria, in Nigerian and Libyan oil sectors, for example, the issues of environmental pollution becomes more illustrative. Now, oil spillage, pollutes streams, and of course, arable economic lands and crops, okay, and even the air as well. Okay, so to that extent, you can find out, or you can say that, of course, multinational corporations have actually been an agent of underdevelopment. Number three is repatriation of profits. Repatriation of profits. Now, the salaries and profits accrued to the multinational corporations are repatriated back to their parent countries, leaving the third world countries to be bereft of capital. So to that extent, you can actually say that confidently too, that multinational corporations are actually agents of underdevelopment. Number four is lack of interest in local investment. Now, the multinational corporations hardly reinvest salaries and profits in host countries. Instead, they are in the attitude of draining the scarce financial resources of their host countries, to further their economic interests. They overshadow the local industries, which leads to the folding up of several local industries, because of superior technology. Okay, so that is number four. Number five, over invoicing. Now, the multinational corporations over invoice imported capital goods and under invoice exported raw materials. Thus, multinational corporations make highly abnormal super profits on their host countries, because of sharp business malpractices. Okay, now that is actually another point. Number six is intervention in host countries' politics. Intervention in host countries' politics. Now, the Chilean government under El Salvador Allende in 1973 was overthrown by the help of ITT in Nigeria. In Nigeria, okay, it was alleged that some oil companies had a hand in the overthrow of General Murtala Mohammed. General Murtala Mohammed, General Buhari, and the death of Abacha. So to that extent, you can say that multinational corporations are actually agents of economic underdevelopment in their host countries, particularly the third world countries. Okay, number 7 is tax evasion. Tax evasion. Now, the activities of multinational corporations are shrouded in secrecy. This explains their unwillingness to disclose or declare the profits made annually to host countries, thereby evading tax with active connivance of top bureaucrats. Okay, all of these, are the reasons we actually say that multinational corporations are agents of development, and of course they are also agents of underdevelopment. Like I said, multinational corporations can be agents of development depending on the nature of the leadership. If the leadership is firm, if the leadership is nationalistic, if the leadership is patriotic, patriotic, they will ensure and put their foot down, to ensure that multinational corporations be agents of development more than agents of underdevelopment. But if the leadership is weak, there's nothing the multinational corporations will do than to actually maximize profit, shortchange the economy, expropriate and exploit the economy, and of course, repatriate their profit and underdevelop the economy of their host country. Thank you very much.